But it's weird. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, she's having these dreams. And she talks about them, and she says, Grandpa's going to take me. He says he's going to take me all these places. We're going to go all sorts of places together. And it's about once a week. Once or twice a week. Yes.
When I was seeing Manfred, I realized that if they did summon the god, then the new people who were there, like this guy, Pendergast, and the other people who are there, they might be in danger as well, because they're not allowed to see these things and live. So, I'm going to go see him again.
You're going to find the cop again?
Yeah.
Okay. Same afternoon. That's stuff that's happened since you got back from Columbus too that we just discussed.
Can I try to explain something to her real quick that she might be misunderstanding?
Nope. Her character's, if she's misunderstanding, her character can be misunderstanding.
That's true.
So don't worry about it.
Okay.
You're going back to the precinct. Give me another luck check. Again, just to see if he's just handy, super handy.
32 out of 30.
Oh, almost. No, he just left for the day, man. I'll leave a message that you were here.
Thank you.
And he takes your name. Natalia.
Porter,
whatever.
Porter.
So yeah, he takes your name and he says he will let you know.
And my number.
Oh, you have it. Oh yeah, he'll take your telephone number. Okay, so and off you go home to your little apartment in the same area.
Speaking of, would I walk a beat by myself?
Probably.
And then like
This is a pretty nice part of town, and the cops were less targeted.
Gotcha.
Back then. There are police call boxes, little call boxes mounted around that you can call the precinct or call for backup, that kind of thing.
Okay, gotcha.
Or call for a car.
It's so strange trying to play a police officer this far back in time.
It's a little strange, yes. So November 12th is Thursday, I believe. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you were saying, is there a pattern to the dreams, possibly?
No, there's only been a few, but it's just Grandpa shows up out of nowhere, or wakes her up from sleep, and then they talk, and he plays with her sometimes, and tells her about he's going to show her some amazing things.
In her dreams?
Uh-huh. And they're assuming, they say it's a dream, and the little girl's talking about that this really happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, that's about it for that, as far as that goes. But she does tell you on November 12th, when you're eating breakfast, get ready to go back to work, about the dream she had last night. And it was really, about Grandpa coming last night. We had so much fun. Blah, 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 blah. And she's very excited about him coming. And your wife is assuming that these are dreams. That's how she's telling you. She says, obviously these are dreams.
Yeah, because, I'd ask, well, so what are y'all doing?
Well, we played dolls and we had a tea party. And she owns really big. And he said there was this place that we could go someday, and it would be amazing. That's what he said. It would be amazing. How old was she? 9?
Yeah.
Right.
So I marks this under worried.
Yeah, you can.
Possible kidnapping.
Her bedroom's on the second floor. There's no easy way to get up to that window.
Do we have the dog yet?
No, you don't have a dog yet. It's in the works. You're trying to talk to some people who would sell you a dog. I don't know if they had pet shops in the 20s. They probably did. But you don't want a puppy, you want a dog.
Yeah.
So, and they didn't have they have dog pounds. You could probably try one of those, but they wouldn't have the Humane Society. I don't believe would have been around in the 20s yet. Anyway, so you get back to work. Desk Sergeant has a message for you, and it's this Natalie Porter, and there's a telephone number. She says, "Don't forget that ring on your finger, there, buddy."
Oh.
That's one of the older Justice Sergeants, isn't it? George.
George, I was gonna say.
Oh, George.
Anyway, you get that message. So I don't know what you want to do about it. There are telephones in the precinct you could use as well.
Yeah, probably just call her up there at the precinct.
What time of day is it?
It is morning.
What time of morning?
It's probably 9 o'clock. So you're probably at work. There's no answer on the phone. The day passes fairly uneventfully for both of you. If you want to
Can
go
I
back,
go over there at
later
lunch?
at 1.
go over where? Oh, to the precinct?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too far.
I'll
from
go for an
Browning
early
University.
lunch, so that way
Okay.
he's more than likely there.
Give me another luck check.
Early lunch means I'm probably out to lunch.
39. Okay.
No, that's why I said early, because I didn't want to miss you.
Make me a second luck check. He's not in the precinct, and you don't see him on the street anymore. So you're not sure where he is.
Okay.
Did you want to leave another message? What?
Oh, me?
No. Her.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So
My shift's probably not like a full day either.
no, it's not. It's most of it. It's like
Till, like,
93.
Yeah, I was gonna say 93.
We can go back and keep going by the precinct looking for him if you want.
Stalking you.
Make another luck check. Just see if he just happens to be there when you get there.
No.
Okay, so he's not there, but he does show up. He does come in off the street about an hour later. And you see him. You're outside. You go in to check. You ask for him. He's not there. You go back outside and just hang out. Well, you know, you find some things to do.
Yeah.
You do some window shopping or something,
Yeah.
and you see him coming down the street heading
Right.
back to the precinct,
Yeah.
swinging his billy club or however he walks. And yeah, you spot
They're
her
probably
too.
filling with
She
something.
comes out and
Briggs?
she's wearing a nice little
Briggs?
outfit.
Breaks?
Briggs?
Briggs?
What's your last name?
Bridges.
Bridges. Okay.
I've
Maybe it's hard for my character to say.
I'm gonna pee. I'll be right back.
Oh,
You
well,
guys
I
can
just
go ahead and
recently
roll
moved
for
to this part of town.
Oh, okay.
But I did want to talk with you. Oh, he might need to be there. I don't know. I hate role playing when he's not here.
No, we can role play with them because it's on all this stuff.
Okay. So
That's on. Yeah.
I thought of something. Now it may not have been the same for you, and I don't know if you talked with this god when it was summoned. Now I never knew if you communicated with it.
I yelled something at it, but it went away.
What did you yell?
As you can see, I'm kind of older on the police officer scale. I used to be 38, but now I'm looking and feeling a good amount older.
What are you saying? It aged you?
I believe it did somehow.
Did it age you all at once, or has it been a progressive? You're getting older as you go.
No, I went to sleep. I mean, to be honest, it was a bad place to go to sleep. But I went to sleep in this weird, distorted room, and I was woken up, and then apparently I just looked a lot older.
So
Did I feel
you,
much older? Yeah.
You were
Did you
tired.
Felt older. Felt a little older too.
But did you talk to it when it was?
He didn't say anything back.
Oh yeah.
Does it know your name?
No. To my knowledge, it might have known Pendergast's great uncle, but not really anybody else, I don't believe.
All right. Well, weird thing. I have reason to believe that these things are after those who know of their existence. I heard them say that they're okay. They're minions, the gods' minions. They're on Earth. And did you ever hear about what happened with Jennings? You know how the town was destroyed?
I did see that in the newspaper.
That was because of a couple of.
Freak storm.
It wasn't a freak storm. It was brought about by a misunderstanding between this stupid Canadian and then these creatures that came out of this cave that were trying to summon the god. This horrible man. He told them our names and said that we would be dealt with and die, and Bertelli just went along with it like he wanted
Wait,
to.
Bertelli did?
Yeah, Albus,
Albus.
Armando.
huh? Armani.
Yeah, that's
I believe he's with some mob or something, but he went with them because they told him that they would give him
So wait a
eternal
minute,
life.
He went with some
I know
weird minions of a god, and that promised him eternal life?
And sold us out, and that is why I'm pretty reserved and not explaining things. And now that I know more of what you've gone through, I feel like I should tell you this, just because I feel like if they know your name or if they know anything about you. I'm just afraid for everyone who was in that house because I don't know what happened, and if they know who you are, they'll come for you because you're not allowed to see that stuff and still live.
Yeah, no. So my guy looked a little bit more worried once you said
Bertelli.
the minions are working, or Bertelli's working with the minions. So it's like, because we're looking for Bertelli too. So should we start looking in the ginning area?
I would not say look for him. He is long gone. If his body is walking around, it's not him inside.
Wait, what? So they took his body and put something else in it?
Can I just debrief him? Just give him the debriefing of
you can just
the canned brains.
Are you guys going to stand on the street and talk about this?
Well, I mean, I'm making sure no one is around.
Yeah, you can just say, I tell them everything I know. And that's that there are brains inside tin
Okay, I have
cans.
to-
And then there's lots of questions.
Well, I was
and
going
lots
to say,
of
can I
explanations.
trust you?
Oh, do you
He's a
ask
cop.
that
Of
first?
course
Yeah.
you can trust him. Of course you trust him.
I don't trust cops
My guy-
after that one guy.
Yeah, my guy looks
that's
really
right.
confused and really, got a whole lot of information at once.
And I'm sorry to throw this on you, but I'm just concerned for...
Well, with what I saw earlier, anything's possible, apparently. So now my guy's not going to leave his gun anywhere.
That's fine. Those are a couple of the articles that have been in the paper in the last month or so. The one's Jennings and what happened up there. The other one is about our Monarch Bertelli mansion up in College Hill neighborhood, where everybody in it that was found dead one day.
Okay.
And Armando Bertelli is considered still large and wanted for questioning.
So my guy's thoughts are,
Why
so
are you
he
looking for
left the
Bertelli?
mob and joined a cult, is basically the thought process.
Not a bad thought process.
So why are you looking for Bertelli? I thought he was smart enough to stay out of the law. I mean, he was so far when I knew him.
Yeah, but did you not see that article in the newspaper? We actually found that someone had broken into his mansion and killed a bunch of people.
What? When?
Right after the ginning incident.
Right
Yeah,
there.
that was
That was...
September 30th. That was a month ago.
Yeah, just last month. And they
Can I just-
the place looked relatively untouched except for the safe was destroyed somehow, and
Bertelli wouldn't
there
have
wasn't
destroyed his
really
own-
any contents missing from it.
Bertelli wouldn't have destroyed his own safe. He had this book that the minions wanted. The minions. I don't know what to call them. These creatures.
Oh, like the math book?
Yes. They cannot
Okay, so
have-
there's more books.
I believe so. I don't know everything about them. It's impossible to know everything about them. It's so weird. I'm getting like a little disturbed just remembering like talking about all of it at once.
Okay.
Like he can tell like I'm shaken by what I'm saying, and like it's just there's so much. Bertelli didn't kill them. He was already gone by that point.
Okay.
Dun dun dun.
Flabbergasted.
Okay.
And another man went with them, but he was not nearly as prolific. But he honestly thought they were misunderstood.
I love that. Aww.
He was
The
friends
memorial wall.
with Manfred. If you knew Manfred, you might have heard of him. Angus, his Canadian friend.
I only knew Manfred for a little while, and I was after ginning.
Just don't make the mistake of being foolish and going after them and trying to reason with them. It's not possible.
Yeah, no, if I'd seen anything like those weird blue people you mentioned, I probably would have just shot at them first.
Oh, it takes a lot of bullets to even put it in, and by the time put one down, and by the time you've already been killed by others. They are nearly indestructible by bullets. There's nothing I know of man-made that can.
I forgot that'd be a part of the information dump.
Yeah, that would have been the information dump would have been hard to kill. They're really hard to kill. We shot them up. We don't think we killed any of them.
Maybe one dozen.
Yeah, that was when you like 7 shotguns all aimed at one hole.
We tried to blow them up, it didn't work.
Okay. Anything else you want to do that day?
Probably go home and go to bed.
Okay.
Probably get another
Freaking out.
2 dogs.
So.
And,
dates November 13th.
and I told him, like I told you, like, they know who I am and not.
They know who Manfred is too. I got that, and now I know people are going after Manfred too.
Yep.
And some of the other.
mean,
Did
they
you
might not
mention
care.
everybody?
Bertelli, all I heard was Bertelli say that he was going to tell them who we were.
Oh, but did you mention like in your adventure that you met everybody in that adventure? So would I
Yeah.
know
All the
about
different
McKeefe?
names.
Yeah, I would have
Okay.
told you. I'm like,
Who was up there?
well,
Keith
oh,
was
that's
up
when I
there.
would have the idea.
Man.
And I said, because I was thinking about this, because I was like, well, I know who was there, like, when he said that he was going to tell them about us. But there were others before he might tell them about. I don't know who's safe. No, maybe nobody's safe.
Nobody's safe.
And all these people. Blah, blah, blah.
Actually, that could be true.
This was McKeefe and
Yeah.
the other people that went with you up to that mountain, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything you want to do for the next 2 days?
2 days?
Probably not. You're still
Well,
looking for a dog.
I'd probably definitely put priority on the dog. No.
Okay. Give me a luck, luck check. Wow, excuse me. I'm down the wrong pipe.
No.
No, okay. You're having trouble getting
97.
a dog. You're having trouble finding a full-grown dog. Yeah, you're just having problems with it. Oh, okay.
Was that the first day or both days?
Yeah. Now, are you doing anything about Manfred and the hospital and all that stuff at all? Are you thinking about
Saturday,
visiting?
I
You're
was
gonna
going
visit
with
with
him,
him?
yes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I was
We'll
thinking.
wait for her to get back.
Yeah, I thought she might want to go with us too. 90 again? Stop it. There we go, 55. These used to roll so low. They're rolling nothing but really high.
Aha!
No.
You're doomed.
Actually, yeah, maybe I just shouldn't rattle them as much.
They're
Oh.
just random.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
I like
Depends on
watching them bounce. That's why I love these small ones.
Depends on that butterfly that waved its wings down in South Africa.
Yeah, it does. I hate that butterfly.
Well, how your dice will roll.
Stereotypical, but the monarch is one of the coolest.
Your kid
butterflies.
has a telephone, right?
My character,
Character,
yes, definitely.
Okay.
For the house.
Oh, it's Friday the 13th on Friday.
Oh.
In here. Well, Pendergast calls you Friday night and asks if you're going to go with him to visit Manfred on Saturday. He's going to go up there in the morning to see him.
Definitely.
Okay. And what about that woman? Did she want to visit him as well?
I think she was interested.
Do you know her number? Do you have her? Can you telephone her?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, good, good. Well, call her up and ask her if she would like to go. And
Give you a ring back.
yes, I still find my car. Anyways, this is Friday night. I'm just gonna have a Cadillac.
Ring.
Yes, this is Natalie.
Oh, hi Nellie. This is.
Oh my gosh.
Anthony.
You sound exactly like Bertelli. Oh my god. That totally freaked me out. That is not a term they would have used. I'm from the future. That sent me for a dizzy. I don't know what they would have said.
Sent me for a dizzy.
I got the papers.
The papers.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, that's who he reminded me of, and then we talked about it. It's on my mind.
Oh, okay. So I reminded you of Bertelli.
You sound like I thought you were Bertelli, like.
That's really odd. But I
I'm
was
sorry,
wondering
yes.
if, oh yeah.
Be this.
if
Most
you
likely.
wanted to. No.
Those are the normal phones. Candlesticks were more common.
I guess,
than
yeah.
Yeah, if you wanted to come visit Manfred, your friend, at the sanitarium with Pendergast and I tomorrow.
Tomorrow's Saturday, correct?
Yes. Yeah, this is Friday night, Friday the 13th.
I went to see him the other day. There doesn't seem to be much left, but I wouldn't mind visiting him, hoping.
Well, that's good. It sounds like you got your hope back.
Well, one can say that. I'm depressed.
Yeah.
I'm so depressed. Alright, it would be good for me to go out. Yeah. What time? Where? Wait, where are we meeting?
Cool. Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Work out the
Yeah,
details.
meeting up at Pendergast's
Alright, I'll drive over.
at this time.
Or I guess walk up. Is it
More,
close
he
by?
said morning, so
Yeah.
you know.
In
Yeah,
the
you could walk over Pendergast from where you are. It's maybe a 5-minute walk.
Well, he wants to drive and he doesn't know where his car is. I don't trust his driving. I'll drive over.
Okay, you can do that.
This one's me, right?
Sure.
I think this
I just threw some random ones out there. That's a
This is my car.
that's a soft top. That's a soft top
The
with
seat's
a.
falling out.
Is it? I need to glue some of this back together. All right, so you drive over there the next morning. There's a big Cadillac sitting out in front of the building that wasn't there before, parked on the street.
Big old
Yeah. Each year roll me percent of no, each year roll me a 10-sided die.
Just one thing?
Yeah, sure. Tell me who rolls
8.
lower. 8?
Six.
6. You got there first, James. So Officer Bridges got there first. Went out, knocked on Pendergast's door. He let you in. Brandon?
Brandon?
Whiskey.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm not on duty today.
It's 9 o'clock in the morning.
9 o'clock.
Tap, tap, tap comes when Miss Porter shows up. You find them drinking brandy. Not much, it doesn't look like.
Yeah.
Some of the paperwork's been cleared off that table Pendergast was using as a desk. And he's like, "Oh, Miss Porter, welcome. Brandy?" He finishes off his and puts the glass down. Who's ready to go?
I am ready to drive us there.
No, by no means. I'll drive. I found my Cadillac.
I see, but you don't even know the last time you drove, and I drive mine on a regular basis. I'm a bit of a control person, so I will drive myself.
No. I won't hear of it. Come on.
Well, I will not hear of me getting in a car with someone I don't know very well driving. Thank you very much, sir.
You have a police officer. He'll take good care of you.
Yeah, he's not behind the wheel.
No, of course not. It's my car. Come on. I haven't driven it forever. Come on.
No, I'm driving.
It'll be fun. Come
No.
on. There's the caddy.
Come on.
No.
Oh, nice.
It's a hard top.
Very nice.
Come along. There's some things in the back.
If you're that
I
worried,
packed a picnic lunch and everything.
if you're that worried, you could drive yourself
I'm going to drive myself. Thank you.
or drive with us. Or
Yeah, I know what you mean. We'll caravan. If you really are so sexist that you won't drive with a woman driver.
Well, I'll drive with a woman driver, but I haven't had a chance to really open up this vehicle in almost 2 months.
Well, how about this? I will see how you drive by driving behind you, and then maybe next time.
These modern women, I swear, give them the right to vote. Just everything goes crazy.
thank goodness for that glass ceiling.
He gets in the
I'm
Cadillac,
just kidding. But yeah.
heads out of town. It's only a few miles out of Providence. Pendergast looks like a good driver.
Goes up a jump, does a flip.
No. Them Duke balls.
I mean, I guess you're only going like 35 miles an hour, but still. I don't.
Yeah, it's a dirt road. He doesn't like open it up. I swear I thought I had a Stutz. Maybe I sold it. Yeah. You guys drive up. You drive to town and get to the sanitarium. The gates are gonna open. You can just pull the cars up out front. There's a couple of people out in the yard. Not many. Well, it's a little overcast, kind of blue out there. Oh, here. It's gonna rain now.
Bam!
It is raining. It starts coming down as you approach the sanitarium,
At least
just
the
slightly.
road will not be so dusty.
Yeah, it'll be muddy. Hopefully we'll get that. What's her name is still in at the front desk, and
Charity.
Yeah, Charity. He's like, oh my god. Pendergast is like,
Oh my god.
where's hello. She calls for an attendant. You find out that Dr. Strong and Dr. Freitag are not available, or Dr. Freeman are not available at present.
What time is it?
It's probably 9:30 in the morning.
Okay.
We might retro this if John and Caitlin show up here in a couple minutes to get them up here. Or you guys might just run into. Is that them out there or is that other people?
That doesn't sound like Caitlin.
Okay.
And it
She's
didn't
not that loud.
Yeah, no, it
she's
sounded
not. She's
female,
very
and
quiet.
definitely not Caitlin.
Let's see. Farley.
Yeah, John's not that loud either,
Farley.
actually.
Oh, yeah, okay. Here's the attendant that comes.
A lot of people that look like they should be there.
Yeah, he's like, this way, please. And he
Oh, the
leads
same
you down the
person.
corridor. You go the same route that you went before. Penny's like, ooh.
Put it together, man.
Just gestures towards the attendant. Like, what in the world? And you're taken up. Pendergast has brought the picnic basket.
Into the cemetery.
It's Pendergast. Great.
He said, well, I've read, I've been doing a little reading. I don't know anything about psychology, but yeah, I understand that sometimes smells can help bring a person out of a coma. I understand that. So maybe it works your way. I've got some spice, some cooked fish here. We can make sandwiches. There's some caviar, little champagne.
I think it's familiar smells that helps with that.
Well, I didn't know Manfred that well, but I could go to the diner and I could get some bacon or something.
That would work.
Anyway, you're taken up there
Maple syrup.
and led into the room. The attendant's gonna wait outside. How long do you guys want to stay? Pendergast doesn't have any plans for today, so yeah, I'm gonna have to do something about that anyway. Just put something on top of it. Anyway, how long did y'all want to stay?
I mean,
In the room?
Yeah.
Can-
Probably for
can
like
we eat
an
solid food?
hour and a half.
You don't know.
Hour and a half tops.
Well, I
Your
mean,
guess
that's
would-
what we're doing.
Your guess would
We're
be
gonna try.
if you try to feed him, yeah, he chews and swallows without any other reaction. And at one point, another attendant shows up and he's like, "Wait, I need your help." And the other guy's like, "Oh, yeah, this is that first attendant I saw yesterday." And they leave. They head down the hallway.
And they did not lock our door.
No, your door is unlocked right now. You guys have this hallway. You saw them. They did lock the door at the end of the hall. Like there's.
Okay. I wonder where they're going.
Oh no, someone escaped. No.
That doesn't sound safe.
I'm sure it's fine.
Would they have allowed my character to bring his gun in?
Not if he's wearing it on a belt. But you're probably in civilian clothes, and if you had it tucked in a pocket, they didn't like search
Yeah, they
you or
don't
anything,
search,
so
yeah.
they wouldn't have found it.
Because Nissa has gone and made my guy a little paranoid.
Good. You need to be.
It's true, you live longer if you're paranoid in this game.
I'm still here.
So far.
So
Well, that's why I said.
Oh,
Oh, Andy,
Okay.
if you don't mind, after everything's wrapped up, to remind me to talk to you about the other game, some of that stuff.
oh yeah, okay. I will try to remember. You have a nice visit. Yeah, you have a nice visit. Stay for half an hour or so. There's no change, obviously, in Manfred. And one of the attendants returns and takes you back downstairs when you're ready to go.
Did we
Oh,
listen for like when they were doing like what they needed help for?
No, he said he needed help with something, and they left the area. They went out of the hallway and locked it behind them.
Before we leave, I'd like to do a little stuff with Pendergast.
Oh, okay.
Now, is it just me, or are you also curious about how they're possibly going to fix Manfred?
Well, I don't know anything about the psychology side of anything, so Dr. Huxtable would probably be the one you want to talk to about that. He seems to be pretty knowledgeable.
If chemicals, though, can fix a person's brain, just think of the applications.
Oh yeah, it could be quite revolutionary for the pharmaceutical industry. Yeah, but they have to do it first. I know Dr. Freeman offered me a tour of the facilities, and I didn't have the time. If he's around today or not, I'm gonna have to
No,
get
Miss
back.
Craven is not here today. Dr.
Oh, that's
Craven
right.
is-
That mousy, scary woman downstairs.
Womanizing. I'm just cranky. Cranky at everything right now. I've lived too much. I've seen too much.
Wait, didn't she say they were just busy at the time? Or did she say they
What?
were out?
I think you said they were out. Did she say they were out when you got there?
They are not in today, no.
Oh, yes. Maybe he's busy. We can always ask. I'm not going to be able to stay, though, if you want to take the tour or whatever.
I'm a little interested.
I didn't see the facility last time, so I'd be
Okay.
interested.
After that time, after an hour or so, you go back down to the reception, and Pendergast has to go. He's gonna head back, and since you can get a ride with her, can't you?
Yeah.
Okay. And or asked if it's okay with you to drive him back.
Oh yeah, would you mind if I...
So he's gonna head out.
Perfectly fine.
He said, "Stop by my apartment this evening."
If you don't mind.
Will do. It's
Okay.
my day off.
Okay, so you talk to Charity. She says, "Let me check," and she blows in the tube and she listens and she says, "He'll be right here, ma'am." And then Dr. Freeman shows up again. He goes, "Yeah."
Freeman?
Freeman?
Fragan?
Fragan?
I thought he wasn't here today.
Fragan. Why am I thinking Freeman? That's what freaking Pendergast calls him, Freeman. She says, "No, he was just busy." And then he shows up. Yeah. Oh yes. Welcome back.
We were wondering if we could see the facility.
Of course.
If we have a little more time.
Oh yeah. Of course. We can. I can show you everything. We have a very nice facility here. He takes you down the hallway. He's basically opening the doors and showing you different rooms. Dr. Strong's office. There's one door that doesn't have any writing on it that he doesn't show you. You guess it's a closet or something.
Oh, okay.
When you ask, he's like, "Oh, it's just a closet." The reception room you've seen.
There aren't any closets around that are labeled closet, are there?
No.
Okay, because I would have been
the
like,
closets aren't labeled. The closets
Yeah.
a lot of the other doors have things on them.
Those are
Ooh,
the
I love
secret
closets.
rooms.
Dr. Strong is on one. Exam room. It shows you it's got all the basic medical equipment in there that you would need: tongue pressures, stethoscopes. The table and the couch in that room are both fitted with restraining straps. Electrotherapy. There's an electroshock room basically. There's another room that says storage. He doesn't bother showing you into that room. He says this is a private room with a handyman. He lives here. Blah blah blah.
in a storage room?
No, not that one. The next one. The one close to that.
This is where we keep our handyman.
There's a couple other doors, and he's like, "This is where our cook lives." Blah blah blah. This is the workroom. He doesn't open that one.
What kind of meals do you
He says down this end, down at the south end of the place is. He's like, this is my suite. I usually stay in the hospital. Okay. Try not to look too closely. I don't think there's any secrets on here. Down at this end, that's like his area where he can stay. He says he has a study and an office down there. This is the main area that you've been in upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
And you haven't been over in this area, but he will be taking you over to show you that. That's the dangerous ward.
The dangerous, the more violent.
Yeah, he's going to take you in the basement and show you around the basement as well. The
basement looks really open on that.
Yeah, it's big rooms. It's real
Okay.
big rooms. Runs the length of the upper of the east-west. Let's see, file room. That's just the file room. Let's see. There are some like quarters for men's room, ladies' room. He doesn't show you that. It's marked. The kitchen has actually a wood stove. He says, Mrs. Marston, she prefers to cook with wood. And you meet Bettina Marston. Here, we can show you her too. She's like the epitome of little housekeeper lady.
Nice.
There she is. She says, "Oh, are you staying for supper?" But that kind of thing. Pantry doesn't really show you in that. There's a staff dining room. There's a china cabinet on one wall, long table in the middle that could probably hold up to 12 people. Whoa! Stupid wind, I hate you. In the corner of them, there's a small table bearing it looks like a 10-inch statue. So it's about this big. Very rough-looking statue, kind of crude looking.
Of what?
It is vaguely human, but the features of the limbs and the face seem to have been worn away. It looks old. Appears to be there. You can still make out a huge gaping mouth, and then a symbol of decorative symbols around the feet. Do you have anthropology? Dun, dun, dun.
1%.
You can try and make an anthropology check. You can too if you want. Try it.
Oh, those are from the Mayan temple. No.
Okay.
I got a 2 out of 1.
Oh no, so close. Okay, it looks Native American of some kind. Okay, it looks like an American Indian
Okay.
artifact. That's all
Okay.
you get.
Okay.
You can make another check on geology if you would like. That made 1%.
Another 1%? Yeah.
I don't know, probably.
15.
99!
Actually, that's 51.
Do either of you have a cult?
No.
Yes.
You
Oh,
reckon-
I'm sorry, not a cult.
Are there any points?
Oh, well,
Or
yeah,
do you have
5.
Do we get
No.
gold from the other past things? Because I never got any from
No.
the past things.
Because you never used it.
Well,
Is there 5% in that? Yeah, you can make a roll for 5%.
No.
Okay, so you guys don't you don't recognize it except that it looks Native American. There's a nice staff meeting room, long table surrounded by chairs. There's a staff lounge. It looks like it's used a lot.
Where was this mouth thing?
On the front of the statue.
No, I mean, but where was the statue, sir?
It looked like in the staff dining room.
Staff dining room.
Yeah, which is all the way at the end. There's no door to this room. It's just a large staff
So I
dining room.
would.
It's in a corner.
No flags would have gone off from just experience for me.
No, you don't recognize it at all, except that it looks like something. It's just a decoration. Is what it looks like.
Does
It
it-
looks like something that.
I'm thinking everything's white and then there's a random statue. Is
It's
that-
a little
is
tiny
that how it
statue
is?
on a table in a corner,
Yeah.
like decoration.
Okay.
He points out the window.
Well, that's. Oh, it's in the staff one though. Okay.
Points out the window at a garage. That's where they keep that. He has a car, and it's out there. Then he takes you up to the second floor, shows you the attendance station, which is towards the middle of the building. You see another of the voice tubes there. There are a couple rooms that are marked attendance rooms. He says this is where some of the staff stay. There's a visiting room, which is pretty open, and it's where people can visit their relatives or whoever in here. He shows you hydrotherapy, which was just what you expected, which is just a place to wash off patients. He doesn't bother opening the linen closet or the laundry. And he walks you down the cell row, the main cell row that you were in. He slides open and lets you see the patients. He says, "This is Janice Wilby. You recognize the name from the card. She is apparently schizophrenic. She has a terrible fear of people." And he closes it fairly quickly. Yeah. She's terribly afraid of people. He shows you Toby Smith. Toby Smith looks 62-ish, 63 years old. He is also paranoid. He thinks that his mother has hired people to try to kill him. Harmless. But we do our best. Here is your friend Mr. Donald. This is Emery Howard. He was also catatonic. He witnessed a terrible automobile accident. His fiancée was killed in. He has had no response ever since. Some of the cells are empty. One you passed didn't have a piece of paper on it, and he just kind of walks by. This is Leslie Davenport. It's a Napoleonic War complex. He shows you. There's just a man in there. He appears to be just writing or drawing something. Don Vaughn. He is due to be released in 2 weeks. Yes.
What did he
He
have?
was very successful. He had a form of shell shock. It was caused by gunfire near his home. It was very strange. But he has responded very well to treatment, and we are keeping him 2 more weeks just to make sure. And he should be released late November. We have a date set. I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. He also shows you the security wing. He says these patients are dangerous. Yes, they are very dangerous, so we will not be opening any doors here. Again, there's little pieces of paper on the front of each cell.
Oh, so he's still giving us a walkthrough, but we're just not opening anything?
Yeah, he's been opening
Only
this
the slide.
slitting. He says, Brian Powis, he also is paranoid schizophrenic. Police are trying to kill him. And actually, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, no, they wouldn't have any ages on here. Arnold Jackson, and he'll show you these people too. You're going to recognize him when you see him later, if you see him later. But it's very quick. It's like that's all he's doing. He's because obviously doesn't want to get them riled up or upset. It's Arnold Jackson, severe depression. We have to keep him straight-jacketed to make sure that he does not try to kill himself. He shows you that man.
So everyone's in solitary confinement all the time?
No, they're allowed to go out. These patients have to be very closely watched. These patients. This is the security wing. They have to be very closely watched at all times by at least 2 attendants, that is policy, or a doctor and an attendant. Yeah. Here's all the inmates. I think I've given you a bunch of things. Betty the Bolton, she likes to light fires. There's another empty cell. This is Mark Zills. He is very violent. Very, very violent.
Which one?
Mark Zills. Shows you his cell.
Ray Howard, what did he do?
This doesn't look like someone from back then at all.
No, I couldn't find a decent
Okay.
picture of him. That's Zills, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Zills.
like
That's so the hair's supposed to look messy.
And he's supposed to be very violent.
He's messy, good-looking guy, but yeah, very violent.
He looks like an actor.
This is Jeffrey Corin. He slides it open quickly for you to see him close it again. It looks like a little boy.
Yeah.
About 13 or 14 years old.
What did he do?
He has some violent tendencies. He also, his parents brought him in because he could not remember how to talk or walk. We were working very closely with him.
Okay, so he's not violent though?
No, except to himself.
Okay.
It was thought he would be safer in this part of the facility as well.
Why-
Linen
why is
closet, another linen closet.
So he can't speak and talk, but he's been put in the high security?
Yes, yes, correct.
That doesn't sound right. I don't know why I gave those back to you.
Yeah, you can both make me a spot hidden check too. There is we are trying something on him at this point.
6%.
He was also
Yes.
straight-jacketed and he was gagged. You noticed that? Did you make it?
I did.
Okay, put a check by
For
him.
which guy?
The kid.
Oh, the kid?
Jeffrey Corn, yes.
That does, yeah, something's not right there. I don't like that.
Oh, yeah, you said he did that one real quick.
All these he's done just like, it's been
Yeah.
just like, you get a look at what they look like and then he closes them. He doesn't want to obviously disturb anyone.
Did we get to Betty Lou Bolton yet?
Betty Lou Bolton, yes. She likes to light fires.
That's right. She's the pyro.
Yes, she is being, very closely watched. He takes you down to the basement. There, the main room that you come down to appears to be a workroom. Looks like there's some small maintenance projects, things are being fixed, that kind of stuff. He takes you, he very, very briefly takes you to the furnace room to show you, this is the furnace, we use the coal, there's a big pile of coal in the corner, coming down from the wall where obviously they dump it in. And then there's a storage room at the end.
I'd ask him what they use the
closes
furnace for.
Well, this is to heat the entire.
That kind of furnace. Sorry, I thought you meant
Yeah, yeah.
incinerator.
No, furnace. He said furnace. Here's my laboratory that I've been working it's big, another big room down at the other end from the opposite end from the storage room, which he just showed you briefly. It looked like it was full of crates. These are the experiments that I have been trying to undergo to find a chemical method for madness and to find a way to reverse it. There's all kinds of flasks, chemicals. There's just all kinds of chemical equipment, and pharmaceutical equipment.
What was the boy's name? Jeffrey?
Can I do a psychological roll when he was talking about Jeffrey?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna ask too. I made it.
You made it?
No.
No? Okay, he wasn't telling you everything.
Okay.
You realize that.
Well, I was gonna ask him later, so no, I guess it would be fine. So something's bothering me about Jeffrey. You say he can't speak or walk, and yet he was bound and gagged?
It is a method I am trying that if he cannot speak, he will want to speak. It is a bit of reverse psychology. I do not know if you know anything about that. But yeah, go ahead. It is an attempt to...
I made it.
Okay, yeah. That doesn't sound right at all.
Got it.
Okay. That sounds stupid to you.
Yeah.
How's
Well,
he gonna speak?
I've got
He-
74 in
no.
psychology. I know that.
As a player, it actually kind of makes a little sense.
Well, yeah. This part that he was
Okay.
explaining.
It is an experiment.
Can I
It is
persuade
something
him
that,
to go into more depths and hope, can I persuade him to tell me?
you can
more?
try. You have persuade.
I do.
Okay, make a roll. And how are you going to try to get him to talk more about it? What is the tact you are taking with this?
She beat me to it.
She actually knows about medicine and psychology and stuff. I mean, you know about it, but she actually knows the clinical side.
Well,
True.
Ooh, I gotta stop this and start it.